Rustic family. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we're all about vintage, classic, and rustic home decor ideas that inspire timeless beauty. Today, we've got something truly exciting for you, a fusion of rustic and retro styles to bring warmth, charm, and nostalgia into every room of your home. If you're as excited as we are, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment sharing which decor idea you'll be trying out first. Let's dive right in. The key to achieving the rustic vibe is incorporating natural wood elements. Think reclaimed wood shelving, vintage barn doors, or even wood-framed mirrors. Pairing this with retro pieces like mid-century modern chairs or retro wall clocks creates an eclectic yet harmonious mix. Let those wooden textures shine by incorporating them in both subtle and bold ways around your space. For a perfect blend of rustic and retro, look no further than a vintage-inspired color palette. Earthy tones like mustard yellow, burnt orange, and olive green complement the deep browns of rustic decor while giving off that classic retro vibe. These shades work wonders in living rooms, kitchens, or even a cozy corner in your bedroom. In the kitchen, you can add a touch of farmhouse warmth with retro appliances like a mint green fridge or a vintage-style stove. Wooden open shelving displays rustic mugs, and mix in vintage floral patterns for a playful retro twist. These charming elements bring a sense of history and nostalgia to your kitchen while keeping it fresh and functional. Lighting is one of the easiest ways to marry rustic and retro design. Consider pendant lights with industrial finishes, or retro sconces with aged brass or matte black finishes. A large vintage chandelier can instantly elevate a dining room, while Edison bulbs add that industrial charm. These lighting choices blend seamlessly into a rustic, retro-inspired home. From throw pillows to bedspreads, retro-inspired fabrics can introduce playful patterns and color into a rustic space. Think gingham prints, floral patterns, or even bold stripes. Pair these textiles with softer, more neutral elements like linen or burlap for that rustic touch, creating a cozy yet vibrant atmosphere. create a rustic retro living room, start with a vintage leather sofa or a worn-in fabric armchair. Layer in cozy blankets, colorful throw pillows, and a rustic coffee table made from reclaimed wood. Incorporating retro art prints or a statement wall clock can really make the space feel both inviting and nostalgic. Wall art is a great way to tie the rustic and retro styles together. Use vintage-inspired prints, old maps, or retro advertising posters framed in weathered wood. This balance of old-world charm and vibrant colors makes your walls pop without overwhelming the space. Consider a large statement piece above the fireplace or in a hallway to really make an impact. A farmhouse-style bathroom can easily take on a retro edge with the right accessories. Think about using a retro-style clawfoot tub, vintage mirrors, and distressed wooden shelves. Retro tiling with geometric patterns or even a bold-colored sink can make a striking statement while keeping the rustic charm alive. For a dining room that screams both rustic and retro, choose a reclaimed wood table paired with metal chairs or retro-style diner chairs. Add vintage dinnerware, retro glassware, and perhaps a rustic credenza to complete the look. A vintage chandelier above the table can really highlight the beauty of the space, creating a unique atmosphere. Incorporating retro wall clocks, like those with large, round faces and metal frames, can add charm to any room. Similarly, vintage mirrors with distressed frames or sunburst designs bring an old-school vibe to your space. Whether placed in the entryway or above a mantel, these pieces capture the essence of both eras beautifully. For the bedroom, consider a vintage wrought-iron bed frame or a reclaimed wood headboard. A retro-style quilt or patterned duvet can pull in color and texture, while a mix of rustic nightstands and vintage lamps will complete the cozy, nostalgic vibe. A touch of greenery with some retro planters can bring a fresh look to the room. Repurposing vintage items is a fantastic way to incorporate both rustic and retro styles. Turn old crates into bookshelves, use a vintage ladder as a towel rack, or upcycle retro furniture with a fresh coat of paint and distressed details. These DIY projects add personality to your space while keeping things sustainable and budget-friendly. For the entryway, start with a rustic wooden bench or a vintage coat rack. Add a retro-style console table, complete with a vintage mirror and a few quirky decorative pieces. Warm lighting and vintage rugs or runners create a welcoming atmosphere that sets the tone for the rest of your home. While we love the retro and rustic fusion, don't be afraid to add in a few modern touches to keep things fresh. For example, a sleek modern light fixture or contemporary furniture can blend seamlessly with your vintage and farmhouse pieces. This balance keeps the home feeling current, while still honoring those nostalgic, rustic touches. Thank you so much for joining us today and exploring how to blend rustic and retro styles in your home. We hope these ideas inspire you to get creative and transform your space. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below. We'd love to hear which idea you're going to try first. Stay tuned for more home decor inspiration. Until next time, keep your spaces cozy, vintage, and always full of charm.